I don't like the song, I won't sing it because I know if it becomes a hit,
आपको
people are
वापस
gonna
गाना
ask me.
पड़ेगा. Yeah.
In all the shows, in everywhere I go, I have to sing that song. So that's something I'm very choosy about. Working on my health or working on my fitness, I keep it private because
Mm.
that's something which I don't want people to not judge, but I don't want any remarks from anyone in that part of my life. ना होना तुमसे दूर, ना होना तुमसे दूर, दिल भी है मजबूर, ना होना तुमसे दूर.
I have grown up listening to your songs and I have embraced every emotion through your songs. And thank you so much for, making my teenage life so good, so better because of your songs.
Wow. Oh,
So,
thank you so much. This really melts my heart. You know,
mhm.
thank you. Such a good compliment to start the day. I love it. Thank you so much.
But thanks to you for, taking out time for this. And we are so happy to have you joining with us on E Times today.
Same here. It's totally my pleasure, Aditi. Thank you.
So, I love the song Na Hona Tumse Dur. I loved listening to it. And in fact, I'm still grooving to it. Your voice is pure
Yeah,
magic. I know it's been a week since the release,
thank
but
you.
what are people telling you? How has the response been?
People are loving the melody because I've in this song particularly I have kept a melody which I'm known for from my earlier days,
Yeah.
but to give the twist, I have kept a little rhythmic. It's more groovy than how it used to be 4 or 5 years back.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the whole point of making the song. I wanted to keep my original composition style
Mm-hmm.
but have a little twist to it rhythmically, and a new style of independent music which is happening.
Yeah.
So that was the whole point, and people are liking the whole fact. And I have few comments which I read, which was saying ki, you have to hear the song 2 3 times in a loop and then you will start get
Mm-hmm.
you'll get it. So
Mm-hmm.
this, I think this happens with a lot of people, that when something is new, when something is fresh, and it doesn't hit you on the first time. So
Yeah.
you
वो
have to,
repeatedly सुनने के बाद it starts hitting you and it makes an impact.
yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
I like it like that because it takes, when something takes more time for you to understand, you give it more value because you're giving it more time. So I
Yeah.
like it.
Mm-hmm. So, what was the entire creative process in bringing this entire ideation to life?
Okay, so I made the song, and I had so when I started making the song, I just had a composition in my mind, and I had just had these two lines, the chorus lines, "Na hona tumse dur"
Mm-hmm.
and "Dil bhi hai majboor." So when I made this, I played it to the producers of the song, who is the Summer Production, and to my
Yeah.
brother, who is my better half in the musical journey. So
Mm-hmm.
he liked the song. He said, it's gonna be, it's those one of those song which which makes you groove, and it's a easy listening, kind of a driving kind of a sound.
Yeah.
So then we had Asim, who is a very great friend of mine, Asim Ahmad, and he wrote the lyrics, and beautifully written.
Mhm.
It gave, I think it added to the song what it was. It just made it like the double
Yeah.
better than what it was before. So
Mm-hmm.
that was the process, and then in the uh, lockdown we had to shoot, so we chose Kashmir to be our location because it was easier there
Yeah.
comparatively,
Mm-hmm.
and it was lovely. I was in Kashmir for the first time, actually, and
Mm-hmm.
actually second time, but last time I was there for Amarnath Yatra, but
Yeah.
this time actually I was there to explore Kashmir,
Mm-hmm.
and it was beautiful. Seriously, people have to visit Kashmir once in their life. and I was glad I was part of shooting
Mhm.
in Kashmir.
Most of your songs have such meaningful lyrics. How relevant lyrics are for a song to make it alive or to keep it alive?
In a movie, I've heard this dialogue. I'm just putting it up here in this interview.
Yeah.
That music is basically when you first know a person, when you meet a person, you like the personality, and that's your acquaintance.
Yeah.
But when you get to know a person, that's what lyrics is for a song. You like a song in your first go. That's the magic of the music, the
Mhm.
composition, the arrangements. But
Mhm.
when you actually like the song and you go further deep inside,
Mhm.
and you feel different emotions, and that's when the lyrics magic comes in. So I think if you want to make it as a professional, I would say, if you want to make a song which has a more shelf life, which has which people will listen to for years to come, you
Mhm.
have to really have a very good lyrics with new thoughts.
Mhm.
And that's what we are supposed to do as an artist. We are
Yeah.
supposed to get new thoughts into people's life. So yeah,
Yes.
I think lyrics for me are the most important.
So, Gajendra, with time, you have managed to create a separate and a lovely fan base. And, with that,
Yeah,
there also comes a lot of expectations. So, as an artist, what's the
yeah.
best way to deal with that pressure?
I think the best way to deal, which I oftenly do, is when you're making music, you have to forget about all that. You have to go to the process which we used to do when I started, because
Mhm.
that time, I think it was the purest. The hunger was the most, and
Mhm.
to give something, to present something, best in quality. I think you have to go to that phase. And when I'm making the music, when I'm making the song, I'm in that phase. But when it comes to promotions and then releasing it, then
Mhm.
I'm back to today's time, that I have a certain expectation. People
Yeah.
expect something out of me, so let's do that. So that's the balance I like to create.
Since you have also been and you have also ventured into Punjabi music, we can say that Punjabi
Mhm.
music has a pretty good dominance in a country where Bollywood music rules. And we can say that the monotony
Absolutely.
also has broken. So, how do you look at it?
I think Punjabi music industry has been
Yeah,
there very long, since I think 80s, since
yeah.
the time of Gurdas Mann. And it has developed a lot. It has
Mhm.
there are a lot of producers and singers in Punjabi industry comparatively. It's a very small region though,
Yeah.
but I think the numbers are as much as there are in Hindi music. So
Yeah.
they are more developed, and the
Mhm.
people audience are more used to a lot of new experiments,
Mhm.
in terms of lyrics, music, anything. So when an industry which is open and which has been there for so long, it's definitely gonna
Yeah.
do. It's definitely gonna be a major part of the whole region in India. So I
Yeah.
think Punjab industry has done pretty well.
Mhm.
And we have, as a Hindi music composer, I learn a lot from Punjabi music, because they have a lot of different style. They will do just anything. You have
Yeah.
seen, like, there are no set rules.
Yeah.
Even if it's a sad song, you'll have beats going on.
Mhm.
Even if it's a dance song, you'll have some sad lyrics in it. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter. So
True.
because so that's those when you have that much freedom and people are willing to listen to it no matter what,
Mhm.
then I think the industry prospers more. uh, yeah, then actually that's art is supposed to do it,
True.
without any rules. Punjabi industry has a lot of influence, and it's because of all these years, all the artists which has been there and are there now,
Mhm.
uh, with their with their hard work and with their artistry. They have been at it, and
Yeah.
no wonder it has it's a big part of our country.
So rewinding a little, throughout your years in the music industry, what has been your biggest takeaway?
It's pretty much what I thought it would be, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and but most of it has to be with you as a person. You know, if you can control what you are as a person, as an artist, and
Yeah.
what you want to present to the audience,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's pretty much like easier that way.
Yeah.
If you let the market control your art, I
Mm-hmm.
think you'll get lost in
True.
the years. So that's what I have learned.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not that I've always been focused. There have been time, you know, a year or two that I have also been, you know, lost or distracted or maybe chose a different path. But I think it's pretty much the same when I started. You just have to stick to good songs. You have to stick to your personality. You have
Yeah.
to stick to what you are supposed to give to the industry, what you are better at, what are your strengths. So if you are managing that part very good and being true to your art and your personality, I think people will like it, people will relate to it. And I've always seen it like that. I've always seen myself as a one of the people in India, you know, because I'm from a middle class family. I've seen what everyone has seen in India, you know. I've
Yeah.
seen the same kind of college life, same kind of school life, same kind of friends I have. So I don't have to do anything out of my life, out of my way to, you know, be a star or anything. I just can be myself and sing the song
Mm-hmm.
and write lyrics about my life, and it works.
You are into independent music. How do you look at the
Yeah.
future of independent music in India? Does it require a backing of a good label? Because many artists had earlier shared that the future of independent music is pretty dicey in our country, because एक तो वो commercialize हो जाता है if it's getting backed by a good label or an eminent label. So how do you
Yeah.
maintain your individuality, and how do you look at that future?
uh See, I think these all fears and doubts are pretty valid, because
Mhm.
when a company actually gets into place like independent music, it's gonna get commercial because they are putting money to earn more money.
Yeah.
So so it's gonna be there, but at the same time, if you see from last 2 years, I always choose to see the positive side of it, you know, because I have been a very true independent music supporter since the beginning of my career, and
Yeah.
I would always want it to be like this, because you know, commercially, I think it's much better for an artist. You don't have to do lobbying, you don't have to do a lot of PR, you don't have to do
Yes.
uh, you wait for someone to give you a song or release your
Mhm.
song. So if you are once you are stood up in the industry, people know you,
Mhm.
people know your song, it becomes very easier for you to release songs, at least, you know, to present, to reach to people. All that is left after that is just giving a good song, or
Yeah.
giving a hit, you know. That's the only thing which is left. So I've been doing that, and independent music will definitely grow, is what I think, you know.
Mhm.
And I definitely will pursue it for sure, you know, no matter what will happen.
Mhm.
And I like the commerciality of independent music as well, because when it's commercial, it means more money in the market, you know. When it's
Yeah.
more money in the market, it's there to feed more artists. When
Yeah.
it's there to feed more artists, you'll get more music, you know, different kind
Yes.
of music. So I think anything to grow bigger, commerciality is very important. So it's all going, according to me, it's all going uh, how it's supposed to be.
So now that you have made a significant mark of yourself, are you choosy about working on things? Even as a creative person, do you have boundaries?
Ah, there is one thing which I actually do. I sing for a lot of people. Well, basically, I do sing a lot of my own compositions most of the time when I release a song.
Okay.
But when if I choose to sing for someone else,
Mm-hmm.
I have to like the song. That's the only criteria I have when it comes to choosing what to do, what not to do, limiting myself. So I have to just like the song. I have this fear,
Mm-hmm.
if a song which I don't like becomes a hit, I'll have to sing it again and again in all the shows. I don't want to do that.
Okay. Okay.
So I think I see it like that. I can't. I if I don't like the song, I won't sing it, because I know if it becomes a hit,
आपको
people are
वापस
gonna ask
गाना
me.
पड़ेगा. Yeah.
In all the shows, in everywhere I go, I have to sing that song. So that's something I'm very choosy about.
Okay. So if we talk about Tera Ghata only, which had come, I guess, 2018 mein shayad, and did you like that song personally? Because
Yes.
every concert, every party, जहाँ पे भी हम जाते थे, that song was so, so relevant कि वो बजना ही था. So did you personally also like
Yeah.
that song?
I actually won't say it's like one of my best, but I think it's close to being one of my best. And I love the song.
Mm-hmm.
And the great part of that song, which I personally feel I have achieved and have been trying since Teragata, since
Mm-hmm.
all those years since Teragata, was the use of common Hindi language in a song,
True.
just as relatable as a conversation, and not making it sound, uh, casual, or maybe just not professional. you
Mm-hmm.
know so
Yeah.
that was something I was on. I love English songs, okay, and the lyrics of English songs are very casual and very
Yeah, they're
conversational.
very
If you see,
conversationally, but Hindi songs are a little
and
flowery that way.
poetic.
Yeah.
Hindi songs are more poetic,
Yeah.
okay. But I always feel, if you limit yourself to that poeticness,
Mm-hmm.
you're not gonna get new style of writings, and that has been happening. We are doing the same kind of writing since, I think, 80s or 90s.
True.
It's the same kind of writing. The songs have same type of, I'm not saying same lines or
Mm-hmm.
same words, I'm saying same type of writing. So in 30 years, we could not come up with any new style of lyrics writing.
Yeah.
And that's what I wanted to do with Teragata. And when it happened so nicely, and so many people loved it,
Yeah.
I was really proud of myself, that I finally did it. I
Mm-hmm.
finally was able to make a song which was in every sense very casual, but at the
Yeah.
same time it could relate and make people feel what the song was all about.
It was a breakthrough song. I mean, not just songs, there were memes also coming out with the lyrics and things like
Yeah.
that. I mean, all good things were coming out. So, and that's one of my favorite songs
Absolutely.
from your entire this thing. So, Gajendra,
Thank
being
you,
an
thank you, Ananya.
artist, yeah. So, being an artist as well as a creative person, as I said earlier, how do you take care of your mental health and during the days when you aren't productive or you sort of have a block?
Yeah, I think this is a very important topic to talk about, because as an artist, you are not working 365 days. You are, I think, working mostly 100 days max in a year. What do
Yeah.
you do about the rest 150 days? So I have a lot of hobbies. I watch a lot of movies, watch a lot of animes. I am into a lot of sports,
Hmm.
and cricket and football. I play a lot, and I have a lot of good friends, since childhood,
Mhm.
some 10 to 12 friends. So I meet them, be part of their life, and because my life and their life is very different.
Mhm.
So when I'm a part of their life, I get to see the regular office going life, which
Yeah.
who are my friends. I know them in and out. I know how they feel.
Mhm.
So when you are in touch with a real more or less like a when you are in touch with what's happening around you, I
Yeah.
think your mental health is stable, because when you are in just your thoughts and you're not letting anyone see it or in it, I
Mm-hmm.
think that's when you get lost and you get a little unstable. So you just have to accept all the things in your life. It can be your
Mm-hmm.
family, your friends, your hobbies apart from your work. Separate your I live like that. I separate my professional and personal life completely different. I do everything privately. I'm not a public person.
Okay.
Even if I'm growing, I keep it very private. Even if I'm doing a working on my health or working on my fitness, I keep it private, because
Mm-hmm.
that's something which I don't want people to not judge, but I don't want any remarks from anyone in that part of my life. I'm here to show this side, the music side of my life, and I'm here to present that. So
Mm-hmm.
if you keep that separate, uh, there are a lot of things you can do. You know, there are a lot of ideas apart from music which can come to you, and you can work on it. Yeah. So I do. That's an exercise which I do. You know.
Looking back
Thank you.
and now the way forward, are you happy how things are shaping up for you?
Yeah, I could have been more happier, but of course, I have been like that ever since as a child. I just want more. But I am happy. I am happy that I have uh, a standalone music label of my own with my brother. I can release songs whenever I want. I think that's something uh, I I count that as a blessing every day in my life. You know that I am supposed to make songs and release songs. That's truly what I am as a basic human. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm getting to do it. I have no one to stop. No one's gonna stop me. No, nothing. You know. So that part of it, if it works, it doesn't work. It's a hit. If it's not a hit, it's a it's a second part. It's a secondary thing. It
True.
comes after it. But as a basic human, my job is to make songs and present it to people, and I'm doing that. So I'm really happy. सुनी सी राहों पे चलना किसी दिन, हाथों में था मैं तेरा हाथ, गुमसुम से तारों के फूलों के नीचे करनी है बातें सारी रात। ये प्यारी प्यारी आंखें, ये मिस्री जैसी बातें है सारी, ये सौगातें जा मेरी। ये दूरी है मिटानी, मिल पानी हो ना पानी, है सारी जिंदगानी ये तेरी। ओ अब तो जीना तुझको चाह चाह जीना, तू बरस जा तुझको घूट घूट पीना, दिल है प्यासा तू है इश्क का महीना, तू इश्क का महीना मेरी जान, ना होना तुमसे दूर, ना होना तुमसे दूर, ना होना तुमसे दूर, ना होना तुमसे दूर, दिल भी है मजबूर, ना होना तुमसे दूर।
Oh my God,
Thank
I
you.
am so mesmerized. I'm
Thank
still
you
in
so
my
much.
fan moment,
Thank
you
you.
know. It's like I don't see this as an interview, and it's like I'm just so starstruck. So, what are you currently working on?
Okay, I'm working actually on an album now, and
Okay.
I thought it's high time that I should come up with an album, a full-fledged
True, please
album which has
do.
10 to 12 songs.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm working on, and it's gonna be a lot of experiments. I'm gonna do everything which I've always wanted to do, and all kind of music, all kind of styles.
Mhm.
And yes, so that's what I'm currently working on. We are very excited. The whole team is, on it,
Mhm.
and so I'm completing those songs. So hopefully by the end of this year or maybe next year, start
Mhm.
we'll do the album.
So, one message for aspiring music singers, because there are a lot of people looking up to you.
I think the only message which I also follow, is just be who you are and find your strengths and make music according to your choices, and stand out.
Mhm.
Don't be afraid, and you'll get it. Maybe not first song, maybe not second song. There are a lot of, the only thing which you are good at is making songs, so keep making it.